So, good morning to all of you. Today, we'd like to have a discussion on unit number 5, that is registers and counters. What are the registers which are available, and what are the counters which are available with us? So, this unit is uh, basically concentrates on registers and counters. A register with a parallel load, general register and a parallel load register, counter, and so ripple counter. 4 topics are available here. So these 4 topics will be completed within 4 hours. Okay, before going to take that one, let us take some information regarding to registers. I'll show you there are many registers using any computer. So this is actually C++ editor, and this C++ editor does have many number of options are available: file, edit, set, run, compile, debug, project, options, window, and help. If you go ahead and identify window, within this window, you could identify. One moment, somebody is joining. Okay, you can identify within window, you can identify there is option register. There is option register. I hope that you observe my cursor is being roaming here and there. So if you apply this one, you could observe here the name itself. This window name is CPU, and here you identify AX, BX, CX, DX, EX, SS. So something like this: CS, IP, SI, DI, SP, BP, many, as many number of, so 4-bit registers are available. One moment again. So people are joining here. Okay. So 4-bit registers are available here, and C, Z, S, O, P, I, A, D. These are flags. These are called as flags. Of course, flags are not important for us. These are all different kinds of registers, because my system, not only my system, every system, C++ will be worked out on only 32-bit kind of operating system. So that is why you could have 16 bits plus 16 bits. First 2 digits will be 16 bits, and the second 2 digits will be called as another 16 bits. So that is why 16 plus 16, it will be comes into 32-bit. 32-bit processor. On 32-bit processor, C++ will be running here. So these are all different kinds of registers. Let me, if you good enough, let me write one small program for you. Then you could understand what I am supposed to speaking regarding to with respect to so this registers here. Let us consider this is our program, and these are the different items here which are available. So let us take standard input output.h. So void main has been taken into consideration. So here, I don't want to speak anything directly here. I would like to place the value directly. I'd like to place the value directly onto the register here. Okay, onto the register, I have to place the value directly. So look at this. ASM is one what you call parameter which is used to take. So move. So AX comma some, let me consider some 7, whatever it may be. You could consider whatever the value it may be. ASM, so move some BX comma some value, that is some 20. Totally, if you add these two, you could get 37. So 37 is the answer. So ASM, ADD, sorry, ASM, ADD, AX comma BX. As and when you have to perform this operation, obviously, what is this particular operation does means? This operation does means that so what exactly this one in terms of your actual programming language is. So here it is AX will be equal to 17. That is the meaning. And as far as this particular operation, which does means is BX will be equal to some 20 as far as your original, I mean high level programming language. And as far as this particular thing, AX will be equal to AX plus BX. Whatever the addition, after addition, you could get the specific values over there. So let us examine this one, whether these things will be executed properly or not. Let us examine. Okay, so look at this. Everything gets okay. I'll go ahead with debugging. So let us see. First operation has been executed. AX comma 17. So you can see many number of values have been after initialization of your program. So instead of 0 zeros, you could identify many, as much as many number of values here. So I'd like to place 17 in these lower order bits. So look at this. 17 will be placed as 1 1 because 16-bit operation. So if you are some confusion, if you have any confusion, let me take before 16 bits here. Let me take some 0 9, and it could be some let me say some 0 8. I'd like to add 0 9 with 0 8. So that is why you could get this is 0 9 and this is 0 8. So totally you could get some value. So totally you could get some particular value 0 8. You could get some value. So let us examine this one. Let me execute this one for a while. So look at this. Instead of 0 0, you could consider 0 9. Yes, 0 9 has been loaded here. And then BX 08 has been loaded here. You can see 08 has been loaded. Add ASM, add AX comma BX. So whatever the value of AX and whatever the value of BX, both will be gets added together, will be gives you 17. So actually hexadecimal point of view will be taken into consideration while the registers are supposed to be taken into consideration here. So 17 does not existed really. So it will be converted something like this. Look at this, 1 1. Okay, 1 1 in the sense 16 power 0, 16 power 1. First one is 16 power 0, second one is 16 power 1. 16 power 1 plus 16 power 0, that is 1. So 16 plus 1, 17. So this is the way you could get the answer here. So directly you can able to communicate with your registers using C++ also. So in this way, you can able to communicate here. So if you have any questions, let me enter some 04 and let me enter here it is 05, for example. So you can execute this one for a while here. So 04 has been stored, 05 has been stored, AX equal to AX plus BX, that is 09. You could get 09 here. So why I have taken this much pain to explain what is so this register and what are the specifications here. Whatever the operation using your computer and using your language, so everything should be done using registers only. And in our C, you do have one particular data type, I mean storage class, not data type, storage class. That storage class is a registered storage class. You maybe use the register storage class, something like this in your C programming. Of course, C++ also it is possible. So register followed by integer, some a equal to some 20. If you place something like this, what exactly it does means in the sense, the value of a directly stored into AX. AX in the sense accumulator. AX in the sense accumulator. 20 will be directly work out with AX if AX will be free, provided AX must be free. It doesn't use for any other purpose. If such case will be there, 20 will be directly placed into AX. And moreover, these registers are available with the microprocessor itself. These are the internal components of microprocessor. Okay, microprocessor is the heart of your computer, where you have to execute all operations using microprocessor only. These are all components of your microprocessor, and these microprocessor operations will be took place by evaluating ASM, something like this. Otherwise, in C programming, there is a storage class that is register. Okay, all these things are supposed to be taken into consideration for execution. So why I have taken all this, why I have given all this in the sense, let me introduce what are the registers and how registers are supposed to be took place here. Okay. So before going to take these registers, I'd like to give you some more information regarding to counters also. You please observe one specification here, that is IP. IP in the sense instruction pointer. IP in the sense instruction pointer. So let me execute for a while for our convenience. Let me execute this one for a while. Let me delete this one. Okay. So let me execute this one. Your program will be stored somewhere else. So look at this. Observe very carefully what is the IP value. IP value is 0291. If I would apply F7 one more time and if highlighted bar will be goes down, so this value could be gets increased by 2. Try to observe this one. Okay. Okay, it is function, so that is why it is 4. So sorry, 3. Now you can see, so 7, 3 bytes are being increased here. You please observe this particular value. So 97, so 9A followed by 9C and come out the execution. Let me execute one more time. 291. So if I would take one more extra statement to be executed, it will be goes to 94. You please observe this one, 94. And then 97 here, please observe this one. And then 9A followed by 9C, and our program is gets over. So this IP could not be, this IP instruction pointer could not be take any value as input. It could be always fetch the next instruction address. This is the next instruction. While you have to start our execution, let me start one more time. So this is here, execution has been started. If I would go for next instruction, so this is the next instruction which is being executing right now. And after execution of this instruction, IP will be having next instruction address. In 0294, you have ASM move BX, 05 is available. So it is indirectly, it is called as a counter. Counter in the sense it is continuously count the value, increase the value. Counter in the sense increasing the value. Okay, so in our C++, generally you people have used this particular point here. So for I will be equal to 0, I less than some value that is 100. So I plus plus, as when you have to take this particular point, you may be perform some printf percentage d comma I. So whatever the value you have there with I has been printed here. Now, once you are supposed to execute this particular statement, so for I equal to 0, 0 less than 100, it is true, then 0 will be printed. Once again, it is being executed by, so for loop, I plus plus will be taken. I plus plus in the sense, whatever the previous value will be appended with 1. So that is 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. So this is what does means of the counter is. Same operation will be done in terms of IP also, instruction pointer also. So these are different kinds of registers which are available for us in any CPU. Whatever the CPU you do have with you, whether you maybe have a laptop or a desktop, whatever it may be, you have these many registers with you. So how these registers are supposed to be constructed? How you can construct these registers? So that is the question. So before going to take this particular information, so let us examine what is the definition for the register. So register, who is that? Hi, who is this Vinay? Okay, however, so this register is a combination of a group of flip-flops. It is continuously, you do have operate n number of flip-flops are supposed to be applied sequentially or parallelly, and it will be shared a common clock. Clock will be a common clock will be taken in. I mean, so the battery which is being connected to the all flip-flops will be a common value. So at the flip-flop 1, 0.5 volts will be there. In all other flip-flops also, you have 0.5 volts. So that is why the common clock will be gets added to everyone. And each and every flip-flop already we have discussed. So each and every flip-flop have a capability to store 1 bit of information, single bit of information. and your flip-flop size will be 16 bits in the sense you have to have 16 flip-flops in parallel operation. Okay, in a parallel operation. Let me show you one particular flip-flop. So after completion of this discussion, so a register. So specifically, a register is a group of flip-flops, and each flip-flop will be shared common clock and capable to have, each and every flip-flop is capable to have store one bit of information, and followed by, if you need n number of bits to be stored within one specific what you call register, in the sense n bit register is required by you, you need to have n bit, I mean n flip-flops are supposed to be so combined together to store n bits of binary information. Okay, it is a must and should, it is required. 16 bits will be there, 16 flip-flops is required. 32 bits are there, 32 flip-flops is required. 64 bit will be there, 64 flip-flops will be required for AX, BX, CX, DX, SI, whatever the registers I have shown you in C++, so everything. Okay, then actually, so the definition for, original definition for flip-flop is, the original definition of flip-flop is, a register consists of a group of flip-flops and having some number of gates to be activate its operation. Operation must be gets activated. So by taking the group of flip-flops and some number of other gates. Of course, in the what I am supposed to show in this class, you don't have other gates. You have only inputs and outputs will be there. No other gates will be incorporated. Payload will be added. Gates will be comes into picture. Okay. However, so I am unable to show this particular part today. So tomorrow I will show you this one. Okay. However, this is the definition of your register. A register consists of a group of flip-flops together with gates. Why gates are added to flip-flops in the sense? So they must be activate their operation. If it is a counter, counter is always trying to increase one or decrease one. If it is a register, it must be taken some kind of value into so it, and it will be do some kind of operation. Some kind of operation must be performed. So such kind of operations will be done by gates. Okay. In conversely, sorry, flip-flops, every flip-flop will be hold exactly binary information. Either it is 0 or 1. And gates are used to determine how the information or data is being transmitted between a register and CPU. Okay, those bits, sorry, those gates which are used to connected here, those gates, why those gates are required here? Those gates are used to transmit the data from so register to CPU or CPU to register back. So for that particular point of view, we require these gates here. In conversely, you have a counter. Counter is essential. It is also a one kind of register, but you need to remember this one. It is operating sequence of binary states. Sequence of binary states in the sense, let me consider. So in the initial stage, I have added, so a counter C will be equal to, so I have added, I'm talking everything in terms of binary here, please remember. So I have added a 4-bit binary number or 4-bit value, something 000. After some time, I would like to increase the value by 1. So C will be converted. C will be change its state by 000 to 001. It has been changed like this. State has been changed here. After that, one more value, I mean, +1 will be gets added. So 00, so 10. Again, state has been changed. After that, 00, so 11. State has been changed. Like this, continuously the state will be gets changed based on the operation. If things will be done in such a fashion, continuously sequence of states will be taken into consideration. Such kind of registers are called as counters. In registers, this kind of operation could not be there. So states could not be changed continuously. Based on the user interest, you may be stored the value. For example, AX. For example, I have taken just before I have to give you AX. So initially I have to store 000 value. after some time, I am interested to store in AX, I'm interested to store. So overwrite this particular value with you 0, 1, 0. So 1, I'd like to interest to store this particular value. It is possible. But in counter, that is not possible. Initially it is 0 and suddenly it could not be 1, 0, 1. Okay, it must be increased by 1, increased by 1, increased by 1, and so on. So that is why, so states will be continuously, binary states will be changed. Okay, so basically the counter definition is this one. But nowadays you can use something like this also. C will be equal to C plus 5. C will be initially 0 and suddenly I have to add 5. So it will be becomes 5. Suddenly again add 5, it will becomes 10. So it should be possible based on the interest of the user. But basically the definition for counter is not this one. Basically the definition for counter is initially it must be stored 0, followed by 1, followed by 2, followed by 3, and so on. That's all. Okay, so that is why this counter will be essentially a register which will be always used to change its sequence of binary states. Initially all zeros, followed by 3, 0, 1. One state has been changed, and so on and so forth. Okay, so the gates in the counter are connected such a way that to produce prescribed sequence of states. Prescribed in the sense, this is the prescription. 0, 0, 0 is first state. After this, you must get only 0, 0, 0, 1 only, not any other. Okay. After completion of this one, it must be achieved only 0, 0, 1, 0 only. It should not be go with any other sequence. That is what you need to remember. This is the prescribed sequence of values. This is what the meaning of a prescribed sequence. Okay. Now, how could you establish one register here? I am here used to establish 4-bit register. Each register will be, each flip-flop within the register will be made up of with the D flip-flop. Okay, look at this D flip-flop. So D flip-flop might be having, so there is a D input and a clock input. D flip-flop does have only one input here, that is D input and clock input. I'll talk about this particular thing after a while. What is this? I'll tell you. Then this D flip-flop will be have one input I0. So I1 for second one, so third one I2, I3. So these are the inputs. Associatedly, you have to give A0, A1, A2 as outputs here. How these things will be gets evaluated? So if a clock will be there, okay. If this particular what you call this edge, okay, this enable or edge are also called as clear. Okay, clear. What do you mean by clear in the sense? If a clear will be gets enabled, obviously whole values of AB, A0, A1, A2, A3 will be becomes 0, 0, 0. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, initially, for example, right now the register might have some here, some 9 will be there within this particular. Okay, so 0 will be there. Here it is 0 will be there. Here it is 1. Here it is 1 is there. So initially you have this particular value with 4-bit register. As and when this edge or clear B will be enabled in the sense put into 1. If you pass 1 here at this place, obviously what exactly happened here in the sense this 0, 0, 1, 1 will be converted into, so immediately converted into 0. Immediately converted into 0. Okay. So look at this. All these things will be connected here. Okay, clear B. What do you mean by clear B in the sense? Whatever the value which is possessed by this particular register, that is suddenly assigns to 0. That is the meaning of clear. And as we know, this whole entire structure will be gets worked out here in the sense you need to have power, electricity. That electricity will be given by using clock. If you this clock will be gets 1, then only entire flip-flops or entire register will be start to store some value. If clock will be equal to 0, so this flip-flop could not be work anymore. Okay, it is under off mode, disabled mode. So that is why clock must be equal to 1. Then so clock must be equal to 1. You have to store some value. So 0, 1, 1, 1. If you maybe store this one, suddenly I want to make this particular value to 0 in the sense clear will be set as 1. If you set 1 here, obviously this value will be converted into 0, 0, 0. In this way, this flip-flop is being worked out here. So this is the construction of your flip-flop. And sorry, register. I'm very sorry, register. This is the construction of your register and how these registers are being worked and what are the different promises to be worked out with these registers will be taught by me by tomorrow. I shall continue this class by tomorrow. So you will have a clear idea what is a register and how the values will be stored and how parallel load will be gets operated when parallel load will be gets operated. So what will be happen? Parallel load will be there. So everything will be discussed by me by tomorrow. This is just introduction to your unit number 5. As usual, if you have